mediocre, you know? Like, like just like,
Do you
hi.
do you want to change your background?
I mean, I don't know that it's good either way because I did the preview, right? And I'm like blurry. Okay, because I have like boxes behind me because like I have my office is not like organized. It's in disarray, right? So I'm like, okay, let's like blur, right? It's
Yeah.
cool. Blur. But now my head looks like a penis because I have my hair slicked
Looks
back and
bad.
there's no I'm cut completely to the shape of my skull instead of having like hair shapes. So I don't know that it was the best choice styling today,
Even
but
when you turn to the side, it refuses to show you.
it doesn't do it.
It's like refusing to show that you even have hair. My
I mean, in positive news, we've once again color coordinated with one
God.
another.
I know.
Except for my like little like, member of the clergy moment.
Like you were like, no, no hair. No, I am a member of the clergy. I am a nun. I pray. That's all I do.
Why does it when I make it tight around my neck like that? It's scary. It's scary. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I just wanted to start off our mediocre chats with a bang.
A huge bang.
Myself thrusting because I am the peen.
But we want to make the announcement that we will be writing a Christian romance now. We are.
At least I have earrings in. It's like I have a piercing, the
Yeah,
kind,
yeah, right there.
I mean,
Fine.
gotta spice it up in the
Are
in
we allowed with podcast? I also had this thought when people are doing podcast, you can't see, we don't even know what you have because you've got a blurred background.
That's what I just turned it. I'm like, no product placement here.
We're lucky it's even showing your hands at this point.
I think if I don't keep them in front of my body like this, if I put them outside, like it'll just start to blur them and
They're just gone.
they're gone.
God. Well, okay. So first of all, my setup right now is not at a desk. I have a rolling table. That's what my laptop is on with a chair because I don't have any optimal places right now.
Mm.
So this is pretty on theme. You're dressed like a nun.
Dressed like a nun with no hair, with with I blurred the background because I'm like, it's disorganized back there. Let me blur it out and
It blurs at my whole,
really
all
went downhill.
yeah. I mean, you could pull off a shaved head look.
I
That is how people could test it. Just
Is the
get
face
on
card still face carding? I mean, a little bit
yes,
with
yeah,
absolutely skull-shaped silhouette.
yeah, you could pull it off.
I mean, I wouldn't do it on
Yeah.
purpose, but I guess if there was an accident, like an explosion at the plant, or something.
And you didn't choose like terminal illness. Explosion that just takes your hair off.
You know? Yeah, sure, terminal illness too. Whatever. Whatever.
Whatever. You
Whatever it is.
do it.
Natural gas leak, whatever.
Whatever would cause that. I mean, you could pull it off.
Thanks. That's really sweet. I feel like it feels a little bit like, when it's like somebody's baby that and you
Mhm.
just tell them their baby's cute because like
Oh, you think I'm just being like, yeah, it's fine.
a little bit. I think you're placating. You're like, ooh, cute
No.
baby, and I'm like,
No, I'm not. Listen, out of the two of us, you could pull it off more than I could. Like you have big eyes, like in a good way.
I,
So,
I thought you were gonna
uh,
say that I have big, but I don't. But
big,
I thought you were gonna say the eyes aren't even
enormous
here.
breasts.
They're here, so you can pull it off.
Yeah, you have ginormous breasts, so you can pull it off. No, your eyes, you have very pretty big eyes. Tone it down slightly.
All right. I also have big bags under my eyes that go with my big eyes.
Oh my God.
at all times. But yeah, I feel like that's like
It,
I've seen the young girls. They
yeah.
they're they're drawing them on. They're
What?
like they're you yes, yes. They are using like a eyeshadow, I guess, or something. I don't even know what products people use. And they're filling in like this crease here so it looks like they have like bags under their eyes.
What? Who is doing that? I am trying to do everything I can to get rid of them.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not the bags as much as I just have the really dark circles.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose. So
Drawing them
we
on
are, I guess,
purpose.
above trend. I don't know, but
Oh my
maybe
God.
you can tell when they're like real or fake and only the fake ones are cool. I don't know, but
I need to look this up. Where'd you see it on TikTok?
yes, an article that I read that was very informative, also known as I watched it on TikTok.
Yeah, where I get all my information.
Yeah, I read somewhere. I
New York Times article about that.
something very reputable.
Well, I'm making a note.
A girl doing a dance on TikTok told me, you know?
Yeah. Bags, under eyes, makeup. I'm gonna do that search on TikTok after
You're
this.
gonna know one of the girls, I don't know if we can like mention people's names. I feel like a little weird. One of the girls, you'll know, I
I'll
think.
know who it is.
Uh-huh.
I'll put if you know, you know. Winky. Okay, got it. Got
Mhm.
it.
Got it.
So this is called mediocre, meaning no expectations should be
Gleaned from
there should be no
yeah.
expectations
Mhm.
what these chats will be about because we don't have any
We don't
plan
know.
to it.
We're like, a little bit not planners. So
No, not even close.
probably because it's already a lot of work to be mediocre. Like we actually do have a lot of work at being our mediocre selves. So
It's a lot of work to be this mediocre.
a lot of work to be this
It
mediocre.
shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it is. And I think that applies to life in general because let me tell you, it also applies to like wife, mother, like
Yeah.
keeping up your house. I've seen a couple people do videos and it's like really true. Like, do you know how hard I have to work for this like mid body? Like, do you know what goes into this?
Like, do you know the mental hurdles I have to climb when I get out of the shower and I have to tell myself, you got to lotion your whole
Yeah,
body?
yeah.
And I'm like, like just like I'm so annoyed with that task of lotioning everything.
But
I got that today because I tried to skimp on my feet, which should be probably one of the most highly lotioned parts of your body, especially leading into summer. And I just did the tops of my feet. I had a mental conversation with myself that was like, you have to lotion the whole foot, both of them.
lotion the whole foot.
The whole, you can't.
They cheat. They're gonna see the bottoms too, and they're gonna be the driest, crackliest part of your foot.
No, like I literally had this argument with myself as I'm standing there, lotioning. I'm so annoyed with it. And I just barely did the tops of my feet. And then my mind was like, what are you? Don't know everything, lotion everything.
It's tough, and well,
And
because then
that's
you
just
have to
one
deal with
thing.
the lotion feeling in your like shoes or whatever. Your
No,
feet are like, like
no.
you're walking. It's like it's sliding.
Yeah, and I have hardwood floors in my house. So like
Oh,
I don't like the idea of putting lotion on my feet and if there's like a hair on the floor and then the hair's on the bottom of my foot.
oh,
So
I wasn't even thinking about a hair.
is this
Now I
an
know.
OCD issue or is this a lazy issue? Is this a combination? I don't know.
I think it's a combo. You like how you can have like combination oily, dry skin. I think this is that.
I have both.
Yeah.
Lazy and OCD. Like, could that be a worse combination ever? Ever? Because I feel like if you're OCD, maybe
Or
you'd
at
at least
least
be
like
productive.
the fake OCD. I'm sure people have real diagnoses with
Yeah.
like, like serious ones, but
That
the
are
fake,
like debilitating. I don't want
you
to
know, Yeah, the fake one where you like go back 6 times to check if the oven is
Yeah,
off and that. But then like you're also lazy and you're like, would it be the worst if it was still on? Like probably.
probably. And but the lazy version is you're just thinking about that the whole time. You're at dinner and you're thinking about that. Like,
Hmm.
is my curling iron off?
Yeah, but you were too lazy to go check.
Easy to go check. So then that thing, now we're in anxiety phase.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough being mediocre. I don't
It's incredibly tough. And for
tough.
a second there, you look like your hands were separated from your body.
Watch what it does when you like, because it like starts to show the rest of my head, but then like, because the
It's like,
hands.
no. It's like it refuses. No, no. I like how you keep.
Just the side view. I was already traumatized this morning because I was filming like a morning in the life thing for
Yeah.
TikTok, and how do people film the side or back of their head and feel okay about it? Because that's not my business. My business is the front, you know? I
You.
get ready and I'm like, oh, it looks good,
You too.
right? I'm filming this morning side views of my head for stuff. Trauma.
I
Like,
don't think I've ever. No,
that's what it
I
looks
don't know what's happening in the back of my head.
It's scary. I'll tell you that much. I was scared. I said, I still am going to say it's not my business, even though it's on film, because it's like, this does not look as good as it does. You
It's
can see
like
every mistake.
that's like the iPhone cameras. Like I saw this video, TikTok, of this girl talking about how she wishes the iPhone cameras were back to like 2009, 2010
Oh, not
before,
HD. Uh-huh.
before they started to show like every pore and
You're
stuff.
poor. Uh-huh.
I saw a girl in the comments and was like, I honestly just thought I was getting uglier, which is what I thought. That's what I think every time. I'm like, oh my God, like this is your
I
age.
mean, it's probably a combination issue once again.
Probably. It's a
The
little bit
the
the
video
phone.
quality is getting better, which is not helping. But
No,
also, we are getting older.
I'm
So
getting older.
those
Oh,
together,
now you're ruining it because I saw that comment in that video and I'm like, oh,
you're like, I'm good.
fine then. Fine. It's like, obviously it's not you, it's the camera. The
Just put a
camera.
filter on it or something.
Yeah.
Bold glamour.
That's creeped me out so bad. The bold glamour ones. Have you tried bold glamour?
Yeah.
I
And I
was
look like,
like a
I'm sorry.
lunatic.
It depends. Okay, so if I look, if I've done it two different ways. I mean, I've not posted the videos, but you know, I've looked at it. One in like dark, dim lighting, I look like somebody in the middle of transition, you know? Like I mean like it's not it's like it's half half. I don't know what's happening. But put me in natural light if you do it in front of a window,
You look good.
I look like a different human, but I look real good.
I don't know that I've tested the different lighting. I
You got
just
to do it in front of a window. See what it, I mean, you're like, I was literally like,
like, oh, who is she?
who's, and at first, I like tricked myself into thinking, like, if I like really knew how to do my makeup, could I look like this? And then you get like looking at it and you're like, you know, like it's got like filler. My nose is smaller. Like, you know, they've reshaped my face. So the answer is
Yeah.
you could look like this with plastic
With a
surgery.
lot of plastic surgery. You're like, maybe if I just, maybe with contour, I
It's
could do
just
it.
contour. Obviously, I'm not contouring correctly.
I don't even know how to contour.
I do contour and it does work. I mean, sloppily. I'm not like a expert. I have no contour on right now. So if you're looking at face and thinking, girl, it don't work. I don't
Yeah, I have attempted. It's the lazy way, watching someone's video and then I'm like,
only know what I know from TikTok teachers. That's for
me
sure.
too.
That's
I'm
how
just
I know
hopeless.
anything.
I'm
Yeah.
hopeless. I'm impatient. Oh, I'm so impatient when it comes to makeup and hair.
Yeah,
So
they don't just
impatient.
slap it on. That's
No.
they like it's like a step-by-step process and that's
Yeah.
tough. And if you don't do one step right,
It's all messed
it's
up.
all messed up.
I mean, I'm sure if you're just like this beautiful natural beauty, you're just like,
Oh yeah.
then you're good.
No makeup, makeup look, and it's like
Yeah, no
it
makeup look. I'm
started, and it's like there's like you already look so good though. Like,
like, you don't even need makeup.
yeah, you're like you could do a no makeup look, but like with no makeup, like you look good. It's like that makes me think of the movie what's it called? I Am Pretty. Is that what it's called with Amy Schumer?
Oh, what is, I know what,
Emily Ratajkowski,
yes,
Ratatouille. What's her actual name? I can't think of it.
Ratatouille. Rat, I don't remember.
You know the one
I
I'm
can
talking
picture it.
about though.
Ratowski
Ve-
or something.
Yeah, very pretty lady,
Yeah,
right? And she's in the like
Ratowski.
yeah, Soul Cycle place and she's crying because she's like
Yeah.
broken up with and Amy Schumer's like, "You? Wait, you got dumped? You?"
Yeah.
That's how it feels a little
That
bit.
is how it feels. I mean, I've tried the no makeup look where I'm like, oh, that seems easy. And then I'm like, I don't think I have the face card to pull this off.
No, it looks good in the mirror. It
Yeah.
does. I'm like, pretty good. And then you see a picture and you're like, who's she?
Like it looks like me without makeup.
Yeah, I took that no makeup look a little too far because looks like I'm wearing no makeup. And used to, even when I was wearing heavy makeup, looked like I was wearing no makeup because I had no clue
What to do.
what to do.
Oh my God. Back in high school, it was like, I mean, us like millennial girls, nobody was teaching us the ways, right?
Somebody was teaching us. We
No,
were
we were,
wandering through the streets trying to figure it out.
yeah.
We had
And
the
so it was
poof,
like,
everything
and
out.
the like you would do concealer, the liquid conceal all over. It's like not so pale for your skin. And then the powder, and then you just would look like one ghost like thing.
Yes.
White, sometimes white eyeshadow. Like what?
Yeah. It was
That's
a lot.
it was a look. And so that's where I started.
Mhm.
Which, you can only go up from there.
Yeah, that's the positive. And, back then we all looked like that. That was a real positive. Now they know what they're doing. And
Yeah.
we're,
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. I mean, we're trying.
yeah, we're
But
trying.
here's the hard part. You're trying when you're aging. So you have wrinkles. You don't have the like fresh. I mean, I have
Smooth
more
skin.
wrinkles than you, but like you don't. So then you're like, I got these wrinkles. So then I got to like cross research women my age who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's so much work just to figure out how to be able to walk out in public without scaring people.
How to be mediocre. A lot of work. It's a lot of work.
So much work. My God.
I agree.
I didn't get to tell you about what happened from our tour. Remember I told you on the flight back when we were going home from Kansas City and I said I had everybody all messed up?
Yes, yes. I forgot all about that, where you were like, I just caused mass chaos on this plane.
Like we were exhausted after that, right? Like it was to the point where I knew how much chaos. I couldn't even feel embarrassment. I just felt like, I don't know, I'll just look out the window. So I get on the plane and I am in seat 11A, which is the window seat. So
Mhm.
I get to 11A and there's a guy in the window seat. And I'm like, he got the seats mixed up. So I just sat down in the aisle seat, which is
Why
11.
do I already know where this is? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just thought he messed up, but I'll sit in the aisle. So then I sit down, like I have AirPods in, I am set, I have my seatbelts on, I am like locked in. I think I even have my phone charging. And then a man dressed like a pilot, because he is a pilot. I mean, that's what they do when they're flying, right? They like not
Flip
flying.
is just dressed as a every time he flies, he likes to play a little role play.
Cosplays being a pilot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't question his credentials, but he was just like a pilot. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do when they're just like not flying the plane, but they're
I think they're usually catching a ride. Like they already flew a plane, but they're supposed to be
Or
somewhere
there's
else.
a reason they're not just like going
Yeah.
out with their
I
family.
don't think they just dress up. I think they've been working or they are going to work,
Like,
but they
get
have
it.
to
You're a
fly.
pilot. Like, we get it. So a pilot, a man dressed like a pilot, still not confirmed if he was. He is like, you're in my seat. And so then I had to take my AirPod out. And then I told the man in that seat that was in my seat, 11A, I said, you're actually in my seat. So then he started to get up.
After you'd just been sitting there like
Yeah.
nothing was happening, by
Yeah,
the way.
I pushed it to that guy. Like, I'm not even, it's like, what state of mind am I in to just be acting like this? And I'm like, actually, he's the problem. He needs to move. He messed us all up, you know? So he starts to get up and then he's looking at his phone and he's like, I'm in 12A. And I'm like, oh, then you need to be. And then the pilot's like, this is 12. And I'm like, oh. So then I look in 11A, my seat
Empty.
was completely empty. So then I had to gather all my belongings and go to 11A. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, to that guy. But I just looked like a lunatic.
I
Then
probably would have been quoting like Taylor Swift in that moment, like like, hi, I'm the problem.
I'm
It's
the
me.
problem. But like, what was I even thinking? Like, to even not, I didn't even ask that man. I like, excuse me, sir, I think you're in my seat when I first arrived. I just thought he must
I'll
have got
just
the
sit
letters
here.
confused. He got the letters confused. And it's not worth bothering him. I'm just gonna sit in the aisle. Why? And then the pilot comes. Also, his pilot buddy was behind him. They all had to move to let me out, and the pilot buddy was sitting next to me. It was just a whole thing. I looked like a lunatic. But I mean, I like how I just threw that guy under the bus. Wasn't even his bus to be thrown under.
It's him. Meanwhile,
I'm
he's
like, oh, he's in the
me
wrong
the
seat.
whole time.
The guy's like so confused. Like, what? Yeah, that's what happened. I was just chaos. At the blind had to back up to let me out. The guy started to get out. Then he's like, this is my seat.
Yeah, he was taking your word for it at first.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, no.
I'm in 12. Like, he was already out in the aisle when he said that. And then I'm like, oh, I'm 11. I mean, what was wrong with me?
I don't know. I think it was just the trip overall
I
because
think so
you
too.
were having trouble traveling this trip. It just like
Oh,
it was, guys, it was like she'd never been in an airport before.
like on that Southwest flight when I couldn't find the bathroom, I'm like out
She's
of my head
close.
standing
She's
up.
she's flown. But we had many incidences where it was like it was as if she'd never been on a trip before. So she had this little crossbody purse too. Free bag from Ulta, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I've been using.
She got it while we were together.
Yeah.
When
I
we
got
went.
$100 limit. I bought over $100, so I got the free bag.
Right. So she used it. It's a cute little bag. So she's used this crossbody bag. She carries like all her essentials in it, right? And then she has her backpack with like bigger stuff, but this is her like essentials bag. We're in TSA. I didn't find any of this out until after the fact, by the way, because if I'd been with her, I probably could have helped the situation.
No,
But we
I
were
was,
separated. Like, we both had pre-check, but it was like I was in this line and she got sent to this line. And so we weren't together. But
yeah,
we were done. And she's like, her bag broke. The zipper broke
a
off.
little hook on it.
The little hook broke, so the little zipper broke. And it happened while she was putting her bag on the conveyor belt to go through the x-ray machine. But she was so thrown off by this happening.
I started to take that little thing with me through the thing, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I thought
Metal.
I was gonna make it explode. So I
Yeah.
ran back and threw the little metal hook on the conveyor
She
belt.
couldn't find the containers also for stuff.
My phone and passport and my boarding pass were just raw dogging the conveyor belt. That's how I
So in her panic, instead of like, oh, like, hey, I have this little thing, or like she just tosses it on the conveyor belt, go through with stuff. And against all odds, it makes it out the other side, and
Yeah.
she's standing there waiting
I
for
was
it.
waiting for the hook.
But the TSA guy, thinking rationally that this just broke off a bag as it was coming through, picks it up and just throws it away. And she just watches and doesn't say anything like, oh, that's mine. She's like, I guess it's gone.
Because like, how could I be like, oh, that was my little metal circle? Like, what are you doing, lady? Like, why is
Threw
this?
that on there, actually.
I couldn't. That was in my pocket. That's my lucky circle, metal
I
circle.
actually was waiting for that to come through.
Yeah, like what happens to me in these moments?
You
Like I don't want to tell anybody about what's happening. I keep it all to myself. And then sometimes I cause chaos or I'm standing there with all my stuff and I'm witnessing, I'm like, here comes my little metal hook. And then he just takes it. He's like, and then he throws it away. So I'm just standing there like, oh, I waited for it. I waited for it to come through.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So stupid.
This is only one of many travel incidences. Couldn't get the bathroom door open. It was the bifold they had to push, so she was really struggling with that.
You're like,
Luckily, we were sitting like right at the front, and I was able to be like, oh,
it's like I didn't know where I was. I don't know. Maybe it was all those early flights.
it was. I'm sure it was. I mean, we were going to bed late, getting up early, but
Mm.
it made for some funny stuff for sure.
Well, and the work that had to go in, it's way more work than I do at home of like wash your makeup off at night, wake up, face care,
Mhm.
shower, more makeup. Like,
This face has never seen so much makeup.
no.
Or been washed that many times, if I'm being honest. Like, just kidding. I'm just kidding. But like, I will forget to do my skincare at night sometimes.
You're like, I've never been that clean.
But that tour, I was on time. Skincare full-time job.
Full-time job. Well, I had bought the Medicube stuff.
Because you saw somebody said that Alex Earl was using it, or
Well, I kept seeing it, and honestly, I think that might have pushed me. Was it Alex Earl?
I'm only curious because that's the one I keep seeing.
I'm sure something pushed me over. I'm like, well, I got to get this Medicube stuff. So actually, it's really great skincare, truthfully. But I got the bundle pack, and there's this like collagen jelly cream, which is like basically you use it like your moisturizer. I basically went through that whole thing on that tour. I'm like, 1 week. And
1 week.
order more. But I got a bigger jar. But
Like,
that'll
how are
last
you
me
ladies
months.
surviving if you go through product that fast?
I know. Like if you're like full face makeup every day, skincare morning, skincare night. I
Yeah.
still don't know about that collagen mask though. Like the one
It
that,
just disappeared on your face, that one.
yeah. So there's two types. The one is very visible. You lay it on and then you take it off in the morning, right? That you can't miss. It's like a Michael Myers mask, like that. If that would disappear into my skin, that'd be a problem.
We're calling 911.
Other one goes on clear, and then you see people on TikTok, they like peel it off in the morning. So I'm like, I'll bring this on tour with me. It'll make me look rejuvenated. So I put it on. I did exactly what they said. Like I might have not waited the full 15 minutes before I laid down. That might have only been the thing that I didn't do. But I did all my skincare. I put the mask on, put it on, let it dry as much as I could. And then I woke up in the morning ready to peel it off. And I'm like, it was nowhere. There was nothing to peel. I don't know.
Just my skin.
Yeah. Like I see these girls full peel, like they are a lizard and they are letting go of a layer. It was gone. I'm like, did I absorb it all? Is it on the bed? Like I have been afraid to use it since. I'm like, is
I
this
still
toxic?
be on your face at this time.
Still be there. I even tried like I'm like maybe if I get my face wet, then I'll see it. Nothing. It was gone. There were like a few little specks. What is that? Like, what do I do? I threw my like
You
thrash
probably just thrashed your face into the pillows all night long. I don't know.
all night long. I'm like this. So I haven't reused that mask. I have two of those types. One is just to like brighten and lighten, and it's like the vitamin C one. I'm afraid. I'm like, what if I'm absorbing this stuff into my body?
What if I just become a mask at some point?
No. That's what it feels like. Like the other stuff worked out great. So I highly recommend Medicube. Like that collagen jelly moisturizer, perfect. The
Not
mask, yeah, perfect. I went through a whole little jar of that in a week on our tour. But the mask, I don't know. I don't have the skin for it. Or I have night terrors. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, that's what it's like to be mediocre, where you are trying, you're trying everything. Like I want great skin. And you know, this is what the girls are using. And I watch videos to do it step by step, put the mask on, wake up in the morning ready to peel my lizard skin off. I have no lizard skin. It's just my
just
face.
just your normal lizard skin is what I would like. It
Yeah.
just normal.
It's just me. It's just my face.
It's my
Oh.
face.
That's everything where I'm like, I'm gonna try that new makeup thing that I see never goes that way.
I know. It's tough out here. Tough being mediocre.
Yeah. At least our books aren't mediocre.
Well, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I think.
me too. Like, are we supposed to talk about books on these?
I don't think so. How, yeah, I mean, we talk about books everywhere else.
I don't want to talk about books.
I
That's all.
think it's enough. There's product placement behind you. And if mine wasn't blurred, there would also be product behind me.
Yeah. These are the what I should have said.
Right above my skull is where they are.
Yeah. Do you think we should have like themes each week when we do these chats? Should we ask people what they want us to talk about?
I mean, it would at least point us in a direction, I suppose. But I mean, to start, let's be real, we're gonna get off topic.
Always.
Always. But yeah, I mean, I think if people have certain things that they'd like us to, like start down this river and then get out of the boat and walk 2 miles and
Yeah.
to another river, then I mean, I think that's great.
Okay, listen, I did that thing where I drift off.
Listen, the reason that's funny is because immediately I know what she means. There's no like, what do you mean that thing where you drift off? I know.
You know, so I drifted off because I was thinking about for podcasts, like, are you supposed to have some kind of intro? And then my brain was like, well, maybe we can record that on this podcast and we can like we'll just cut that out and that'll be the intro. Then I was like, so what do? We just like saying mediocre, like do
Mediocre. Mediocre.
like a theme song. Like
It's just a head. Does it look like just a head now?
that'll get up close. And then we'll put mediocre, like right on your forehead. That'll be the intro. Mediocre.
Blurs my body when I get just right, and then it really does just look like a floating head.
I really like that you wore your nun stuff. Let us pray.
Let us pray.
Yeah. Let us pray. Let's all take a moment. You lead us, Sister Max.
Oh boy. Yeah,
We have a lot we should probably be praying for.
probably a lot.
So, do we need an intro?
I mean, I think probably it'd be good to have one, but what it is
I
it just saying we don't know what the intro is? Is that the intro?
don't know what this is about. Yeah, I guess we don't
You know,
need
like it should
Yeah,
flash across the screen like mediocre, Like, like just like Zoom, like, all those, there was a time when it was like a trend on TikTok where it was like Lightning McQueen and would just be like,
Yeah.
"Ka-chow," and then like,
Drive
is
off.
that how it should be, but with like me,
Mediocre.
mediocre.
Should I go get one of Gloria's cars and I'll just zoom?
Ka-chow.
I think that's copyrighted.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Macha.
Machow.
Maybe we don't need an intro. Maybe that seems like more than what we are capable of. I also had this thought. Like, this is feels right for this whole thing. I'm like, you see people podcasts and they have headphones on and they have a microphone. And I'm like, how do you even the headphones? What's that hooked in? Is that hooked into my laptop? Is the microphone hooked into my
Yeah.
laptop? I feel like if we would even attempt, we would be like, we're serious. We would just end up with those as props. Like we just have the headphones on, wouldn't hear anything. The
No,
microphone
I
is
probably would hear less. You'd be talking to me and I would be like, "What's that?" I'd have to move the headphone to hear you because
because we wouldn't know how to hook it up.
yeah,
Like, I think that's for better sound quality.
probably. You only get mediocre sound here.
Yeah. Maybe try to just turn the volume up if you're having a hard time hearing this.
Max volume at all times.
That's probably all they need to do. So, if you're having difficulties hearing this episode, just turn your volume up,
Way up.
way up, because we don't know how to troubleshoot that. We do not know anything. We have our fingers crossed that this recording is going to even be there. Or will this just be a distant memory
Oh
of
my
like,
gosh.
remember that?
If this is not there, stop.
Okay, it still says recording. I just panicked for a minute.
You better just send me.
Could you imagine if I was like, oh,
Oh
I'm
man.
recording?
It's like when we send voice messages to each other, and every once in a while, I record a 3 minute long voice memo, and then it's like not there.
Not there. I've
And
had
I'm
that.
like, you're kidding.
This morning, I should have texted you this morning. This morning, I'm like, I'm texting you about an email that I don't remember all the info on. I have the wrong info. It was voice messages of misinformation, is what it was. Like, not thought through. And I eventually was like, I should have texted this. I don't have all the facts.
I know, just halfway through this string of voice messages, she just goes, "What's wrong with me?" Why am I doing this? I don't know any of the facts.
Yeah. I just sent you misinformation.
Should have texted so I could have thought it through.
Yeah, then I would have had to look at the email, but I'm doing the voice message. So once that starts going,
Don't want to
you
mess
can't
it up.
mess with the voice message. It can be finicky, right? So once you start, it's still going, you're like, well, I can't look at that email right now because I'm doing this. So I had the times all wrong, the opposite of what was even in there.
Not right. It's the exact opposite.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah. How long are we gonna do these chats, you think?
I don't know. Was there a plan?
You get a little sweaty while you're doing these.
Not sweating right now.
I feel a little bit sweaty.
I do sweat.
Is
Like
it
I'm a
too warm in
sweater.
my
Like
house?
I'll sweat when I'm cold normally. Like I do sweat, but I don't feel sweaty.
Right now. Okay. I just needed a sweat
I'm
check.
just want to make sure everybody knows our sweat status.
Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to add that into the vibe.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes, is it like nerves? Like sometimes I will sweat.
I think it's the, the left phalange is trying to, regulate the hippocampus nervous system. And then
Are you telling me real information? Are you making these things up?
I'm making it up. I got phalange from Phoebe.
That's right.
So the phalange, the left phalange.
Left phalange.
Well, little known fact, those are on planes, but also regulates your sweat glandular.
Glandular. That sounds so smart. That sounds like you know. I was
Yeah,
believing it. I'm like, it is
are
probably
you?
my left
This
phalange.
is very scientific.
I have always had an issue with my left phalange. Here's the thing that I think we're gonna have to get good at is learning at what point in these do we stop recording? Just hit that moment of being just delirious.
I think it's probably somewhere in here. Actually, it's probably like 5 minutes ago.
Probably, probably. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording. Oh, wait. Are we supposed to do an act like a bye mediocre boop 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 ciao? Like what do we do?
Ciao, mediocre. Okay, I think that's the
Like,
close.
what are the special effects? Like none. There are none. I don't know how to
It's me spinning nervously in my desk chair.
Why What happens when you spin all the way around?
Well, I gotta back up from the desk. Let's see if I clear it.
You have a cute bun. We saw it.
Have a head that continues.
It's here. Oh. Well, I think that's a good ending to this episode.
Mediocre, you know? Like, like just like